What is up, YouTube? Hope you're doing very, very well. Azren, the language nerd here. I want to make a video which I am calling "The Baseline is Always Changing." And basically, this is like one of the big things that will explain, at least in my perspective, a lot of your emotions and a lot of your feelings that come up when you're learning a specific language. So let me give you an example. When I first came to India, I had a certain baseline, a certain level in my Gujarati. I was at a certain point, right? And what was interesting is that within probably 5, 6, 7 days, I was feeling pretty confident in Gujarati. The reason I was feeling confident is because within those 4, 5, 6, 7 days, my level had already increased. So my new level in the language was quite a bit higher than my original level, and so I felt quite confident. But then something interesting happened, right? I would start talking to other people. I'd start talking to people that I met in India, and people would make comments such as, "Ooh, Azren, the second you open your mouth, we know immediately that you're not from here. We can hear it in like your accent, in your tone, some of the word choice." And that would like bring me right back down. And it would actually be confusing, to be perfectly honest, very confusing, because I felt like I was a lot better. Because like my new level compared to the level when I first arrived in India was higher. So I'd be like, what the heck is going on? And so it would confuse me. So I'd kind of come right back down. Now, I kept studying, I kept studying, I kept studying, I kept studying, I kept learning, and I reached a point probably a month into my trip roughly, where I was like, I'm pretty freaking good at this. I got this. I can navigate like 80% of conversations, no real issues. Like I was pretty good. Obviously there's vocabulary, obviously there's different things I don't know. Obviously there's still a lot of stuff that I have to work on, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that's kind of where I was at until, and you guys are going to see this very soon on YouTube, until the point where I recorded one of my lessons. And I'm going to post, not the whole thing, it's really long, but I'm posting a portion of it on YouTube, and you guys will see it. And I was like watching this recording, and that, as I was watching, I was like, holy crap, I can hear my mistakes. I can hear some of the accent. I can see some of the grammatical things I did wrong. I can see a lot of it. I can hear a lot of it. I can see a lot of stuff that's going wrong. And so what happens is that all of a sudden, it brings you right back down, right? Because at one point, I was thinking, wow, I am so much better than when I first arrived in India. My level has gone up from the original baseline my original baseline when I came to India. But now there's a new baseline. Now when I watch my video today of my Gujarati lesson, I have a new baseline of what is acceptable, of what a good level would be. So when I compare how I was speaking in that video compared to how I know one should be speaking, I go, crap, I suck. So it's crazy, right? If we rewinded 5 days into my trip, I was thinking, yeah, I'm so good. 1 month into my trip, I was thinking, yeah, I'm so good, even though my levels are very different. And today, as I'm like editing this video, I was like, crap, I'm not very good. Because what I was comparing my level to as I was watching my video and I was listening to myself talk was different than what I was comparing it to before. And on a side note, it's interesting how this is a completely different video topic. I'm gonna throw it in here because I think it fits really well. And I'm on like a roll here and I wanna keep going. I think what's also interesting to look at is errors that you make and challenges you have in your own first language will often bleed into your second language. Like for example, in my English, not as much in my videos, but more in when I speak in conversations, if that makes any sense. I actually muffle my words. I don't speak perfectly clearly, and I speak kind of quickly, and I put things together in weird ways. And it happens in videos like this, so you can probably tell actually as I'm talking. But what happens is that bleeds into my other languages. It actually bleeds into my Spanish, my Gujarati, my French. It'll bleed in. And in Spanish, French, it's not as much of an issue because I have a very high level. But in Gujarati, it's a real issue because I'm still learning. I still have a lot to go. So all of a sudden, when I'm making a grammar mistake, and maybe my pronunciation wasn't perfect on something, and then I muffle what I said, it just makes me sound all the worse. And so the crazy thing is that one of the big things in my Gujarati that I have to change to like just get better is the fact that it's changing a habit that I have in my own first language that I've had for who knows how long. So it's crazy, right? That something that plagues you or like causes you issues, and that's nothing to do with the language learning issue, more to do with your general speech issue, excuse me. Crazy how that bleeds into your other language studies. Anyway, I know I originally started talking about baselines and I changed topics, but I felt like it was the right thing to do. I felt like it really fit in. Freaking mosquitoes. Anyway, we'll leave this video there. I'm not even sure what this is going to be called. I feel like to talk about a few different things, but yeah, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.